All right, here, ladies and gentlemen, I believe we're all set to go live here. We have both teams getting ready to take the ice here. This is Totino Grace versus your Scarlets from Mankato West. Wishing everybody a very happy Saturday that's joining us. And excited for this game today. We have a guest person running this today, so any or all errors are not attributed to Mark Allman. He is out hunting, and I believe got a 6-point buck already, and we certainly are excited for him and his hunting crew. So the players have started to take the ice for Totino Grace. West will be coming in here shortly. We're coming down the stairs here now. This should be a pretty good matchup. We should have a good game, hopefully, here today for you. I'll let this run here a little bit and touch base once we have announcements taken care of here. I think so. Yeah, will you? All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the national anthem here. It's delayed. Could be. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to play hockey here. We'll do quick thing. A huge thank you to Mark and Liz Allman that supply this equipment and help get this set up. Mark did a great job setting up a video that even I could follow. Thank you so much, Mark. Mark, again, is out hunting. And we'll do our best here with this broadcast to help stand in for everybody. Getting some encouragement from the parents, which is always awesome. So between our second and third period, we will have Chuck-a-Puck. And just a quick call out to the Matsons, who for the first time in my recollection, they won all 3 pucks at the game, our last home game here. So there will be some challenges from some other parents to try and see if we can knock some of the Matson pucks maybe a little bit away from the blue circle, although they've tended to do quite well with it. So the game within the game. Totino Grace is typically quite a good game, quite a good team. Mankato has been playing well here, and we're about to start here. So here we go. All right, now we're off. Wes is able to get it in here. Brady Schmidt does a nice job. Braden Keach does a great job of getting that into the zone. Jacoby tries to get it to the center. He's taking his first bump of the game. Battling in the corner. Braden Keach does a really nice job of keeping that in. Maybe a shot from Schmidt here. Good shot on goal. Good save. Good start here. First 30 seconds. Hopefully we can keep this energy up. Quick icing by Totino Grace. See if the Scarlets can keep pressure on here. We spy one of the Matsons coming in. She's excited to try and maintain her throne of 3 pucks in a row. That won't be icing. That got a little high on Brody. Deflected out of play. The Matson, Starkey, Hattlestead line, they've been doing a great job this season. Excited to watch them play. Oh, one sneaks in here. Shot off the face-off. Unfortunately, beat Mason right underneath his stick, unfortunately. All right, we'll get on the face-off here. See if the Scarlets can respond. Toby Tosh does a nice job after fanning and getting the puck deep in the zone. Braden Keach does a wonderful job chipping that up to Isaac Allman. Here comes Totino Grace. Nice save by Mason. Getting a feel for the puck here. We've got the Dorzik Inter Cox line with Dorzik being the center. We'll see how they do here. They had a reasonable shift last time out. Ricky does a great job pressuring the D to make a quick decision. Totino Grace puts it back in deep. Jaden Reddy does a nice job avoiding a check and hit and moving the puck forward. Big collision. No call on this yet. Lots of action here this shift. Unfortunately, most of it in the Scarlet zone. That one got this. Brody Cox draws a penalty there. His counterpart, number 17, will get an interference. Probably a good penalty on him to take. Probably not smart to argue. Had he not done that, Brody was on a breakaway, so he can argue all he wants, but he can sit in the box and think about it. Pretty clear when you grab someone around the head that you're going to end up in the penalty box at some point. And it should not have been a difficult call for the player to figure out. Scarlet power play here. They'll work to set this up. Out to Grady Schmidt. Nice shot on net. Some traffic in front with Cox. Dorzik gets the puck. Bounces out. And then bounces past Jacoby on defense. He brings the puck in nicely. Have control. Get it back out to Jacoby up top. Let it go back down. Brody will chase this down. Grady does a nice job controlling the puck in the corner. We'll see what Brody does behind. Gets it out to Jacoby. Tries to slam that in home. Goalie's without a stick. Still battling in that corner. Totino Grace is able to get that out. They're able to clear. Mason does a great job getting that puck up quickly to Jacoby. We'll circle and reset. Try and reload here. Dishes off nicely to Bockel. Who gets that puck in deep. Rings it around. Back to Jacoby. Who sends that out to Schmitty. Lots of pressure by Totino Grace. Does a great job there dumping the puck down. Grady Schmidt moves the puck, passes it up to Brody Cox, who gets the puck in. Loses it in the corner. Skips over Grady's stick. Jaden Reddy nicely collects that pass. Gets it over to Jacoby. Two minutes is up. Totino Grace is now full strength. Dangerous time. Jacoby does a nice job trying to get the short side. Centered. Sneaks out. LG gets that in. It's going to be offsides. We'll reset here. First power play. Several shots. Some good control of the puck. Totino Grace did a great job of clearing the puck when they were able to as well. I see I forgot to start my time. We're at about 12:26 on the official game clock. Totino Grace has a nice breakout there, flips over. Mason makes a big save. Defenseman cleans up the rebound. Carson Barelgi battles for the puck. Nice job. Braden Keach battles in the corner. Totino breaks to the middle. That bounces dangerously in on Schreiber. Mason does a nice job to track that. Isaac does a great job getting that out of the zone. Nine does a great job from Totino Grace, keeping the puck in. Totino Grace is very quick in a dangerous spot to shoot. Nice save by Mason. Scarlets will have a chance to get a control of the puck here a little bit. Totino Grace has completed their change. Good pressure on them. Oh, they're able to keep that in again. Scarlets are able to get that puck all the way down, flipped it on net. No problem for the Totino Grace goalie. Clock's not completely accurate here. I'll try get this accurate. We're just at 11 minutes remaining here in the first period. Totino Grace is able to get that in our zone. Nice pass up. Our defenseman stands him up, but they're able to get the puck deep. West will look to reset here. Braden does a nice job. Braden Keesh does a nice job getting that out of the zone. Not giving the Totino Grace guy much of an option there. Nice pass to Jacoby. Mason with another nice save. Dangerous spot to shoot from. 10 minutes left, 10 minutes to go here in the first period. Pretty good back and forth action. There's maybe been a little bit more zone time for Totino Grace. Let's see if the Scarlets can counter this and start to tilt the ice a little. Awesome. Keaton Dorzik does a great job gathering that puck up. A 3-on-2. Keaton's in a great place to shoot. Great shot, and Brody Cox gets a goal. That's a goal. Great teamwork. Great passing all the way down from the other end of the ice. That was fun to watch. All right, 9:40 left. Little discussion up the face-off there. A little discussion with Ricky and the gentleman he was lined up against, number 9 of Totino Grace. Apparently not very happy about that goal. Totino Grace gets that puck in deep. Scarlets will look to reset here and try to break out. Puck is out. Brody will give chase. No icing. That was off Totino Grace. Keaton Dorzik goes in, works on the forecheck. They'll call that one icing. Trying to remember to move the camera here. Jane Reddy does a nice job standing up at the blue line. keeping some pressure. Jaden to Tosh, Tosh to Jaden. Jaden's in the middle. Totino does a nice poke check. Jaden recovers well. Does a great job stopping that centering pass. Braden's able to keep that puck out of the zone. Isaac Allman battles to keep that out. He does a great job with his foot. You can see the soccer skills on display here today. Totino Grace is very quick to counterpunch anytime they have an opportunity. They're great at moving the puck up forward. Great at collecting the puck in the air off the boards, too. I don't know if they all play lacrosse, but it's pretty impressive, actually. Big hit, shots wide, just to the left of Mason. Starkey takes a little bump. They're able to get it out of the zone. West will try to reset here. No ice on this. Dan Haddlestead does a nice job on the forechecks, able to get his first player. Joey does a great job keeping the puck in. He'll work to do that again. Absorbs a shot. Is back up. The puck's way up in the air, and we'll make it all the way to the upper deck. We'll have a face-off just outside the zone. It's 7:20. Brody Cox gets to have a shot. It's another good shot. He went low blocker. Great job of forechecking by his line to give him that opportunity. Ricky Inter working hard in that corner. That could have been a penalty on Totino Grace as well. He got to stick up quite high. Totino Grace bats it in. Puck deflects to the center. Ricky does a great job using his feet because the stick was being tied up. He continues to be harassed. And unfortunately, we're offsides here. .638 remaining in the first period. Lots of end-to-end action so far this period. Both teams skating well, working well, moving well. Totino Grace does a great job of getting their stretch man up just enough to touch the puck so that they can keep that puck from going to icing. Jacoby was hoping for that. Braden did a great job trying to get it. Totino Grace did a great job knocking that puck down again. Totino Grace resets here, comes through center ice, runs into the Scarlets. Isaac Allman. It's a shot on net, does a great job of avoiding the check. Does a great job battling for the puck behind the net. And Jacoby will now give chase as Totino Grace is working to get the puck out. They break in. Puck is blocked, well defended. Jacoby does a great job seeing Isaac out at center ice. The puck is now down, obviously, and Totino Grace is in. They will reset. And the Scarlets will work on getting a new line. Oh, that was dangerous. Had a Totino Grace defenseman. Found a little hole in the ice, unfortunately, and fanned on the puck. Unfortunately, the Scarlets not able to capitalize. Totino Grace now working on a breakout. Great job from behind the net. Oh, it tipped over the net. Player gets stood up. .17 does a great job. Great blocker save by Mason, but another shot on the rebound. A good save. Mason Schreiber's looking sharp here. Nice block. Ricky enters, hooked. Not called. Brody Cox continues on down to the corner. He's battling. Takes a bump. Joey's not going to like that, and he's going to battle and get the puck to Cox. Oh, good pass. Bounces up high for Starkey. Bockel does a great job getting that puck in deep again. Brody's out here a little bit long. He's got to get a shift here. A shift changed. He'll take a good change here. West looks to get a break in. That could have been offsides, but pretty much, I think all of us, but ref disagrees with me and he has a better perspective, so my bet is he's right. Totino Grace will regather the puck here. It's short on the icing. Jacoby does a great job getting in the way for their long pass. Bockel gets the puck deep again. Totino Grace will look to break out. Oh, great pass and play by Jacoby. Keach took a great shot, just a little wide. Didn't quite get everything on it he'd hoped to. Great block by 18, and unfortunately a goal here by Totino Grace with 3:36 left. Great block, just unfortunately for the Scarlets, went right back onto the stick of the Totino Grace player. Three minutes, 36 seconds left here in the first period. Got Braden Keach taking a face-off. Isaac Allman on left wing. Jacoby Tasha on right. Ends up in their feet. They're battling for it. Totino Grace gets it deep into the Scarlet zone. Jaden Reddy does a great job getting that puck up, taking pressure. Braden Keach does a great job. Totino Grace still comes off the end boards, the sideboards. I should say, rather, gets a shot that's wide. Now they battle for it in the far corner. Isaac Allman does a great job getting it out of the zone. Is continually to be harassed wisely by Totino Grace, and they are able to get the puck deep in the Scarlet zone again. Mason Shriver does a great pass. Delayed offsides here. They continue to be off. 8 apparently didn't hear that and decides to give Grady Schmidt a push, which probably isn't the smartest thing to do. And he comes over again. You can tell what they're trying to do. They're trying to bait Grady Schmidt in there, and like it or not, that's a part of hockey. So you can tell number 9 from Totino Grace is trying to bait him into something, but Schmidt wisely has none of it. Smart play. Ricky does a great job battling with number 9, so he's out there trying to cause some havoc. Brody interrupts a pass on the forecheck. Keaton Dorzik is forechecking. Grace player runs right into the 2 players here, and now Totino has it down in and behind the net. Looks like we drew a penalty, or we'll have a penalty coming. Hit in the corner, and there'll be a hook, unfortunately, called on West. Rep was right there, so not often that Keaton Dorzik gets a penalty. Unfortunately, got a stick in the wrong spot, and the ref didn't like it. So unfortunately, he'll have a chance to sit, and hopefully we'll be able to skate this one off with about 2 minutes and 19 seconds left in the period. West will go on the penalty kill here. They're able to clear it. Trying to get the clock better here. We're just at the 2-minute mark. Clock is pretty close now. Totino Grace breaks in, circles back around after gaining the zone. Great stop by Mason. Great clear by Keach. West will let them reset here in their zone as Totino Grace circles behind the net so they can wind up their power play. See if they can start to gain our zone. They lose the puck. Grady is able to interrupt it, at least temporarily, and at least force Totino Grace to reset here at mid-ice. Totino Grace is able to get the puck deep in the zone. Mason out. He unfortunately fanned on it a bit, is able to recover. Totino Grace has it here. Their defenseman gets it deep in the corner. Pass across, dangerous, dangerous play. Great job by Mason to get that pad down. I could see that puck trying to give him some trouble with that, so he did a great job of saving that. 1:06 left in the first period, 48 seconds left on the penalty kill for the Scarlets. Great job so far on the penalty kill. Ref goes over and talks to Jaden Reddy about the conversation he was having with number 9 again from Totino Grace. Some of the fans are noticing what I'm noticing about number 9. Got a nod from at least one parent on it. Brody's able to break it out. 1 minute left in the period. Totino Grace is able to cover that. Focus more on trying to be good with the camera and not so good with the clock. We've got 44 seconds left. Puck is around again, deep inside our zone. Got Brody Cox and Ricky Inter for our forwards on the penalty kill. Brady Schmidt and Jaden Reddy for our defensemen. Great blocker save by Mason. Shot wide. Glove side. Scarlets are full strength here. We've got 17 seconds left. Great job by Ricky to break up that pass. Off the post. I think Mason had that one covered anyways. Brody introduces himself to number 9. We've got 5 seconds left. That should end the period here. All right. We'll keep the broadcast going here. We'll start the second period here after they get a clean sheet of ice. Mankato West is down 1-2. Totino Grace was able to sneak 2 past Mason. And we were able to get one in too. Hey. So we'll see here. I'll give you all just a minute to enjoy. Probably time to get a beverage or a little snack here. We'll be back in somewhere around 12 minutes or so. At least that's what's up on the clock. We'll see how things progress from there. All right, folks. Zamboni's off the ice. We've got another couple of minutes here. Totino Grace is getting ready to take the ice. We have our referees. That's some pretty snazzy skating by the ref there. I'm impressed. Fun to see them having a little bit of fun too. Certainly appreciate them. They get criticized a lot, but certainly are very much appreciated here. Can't play the game without them, and so certainly appreciate their perspective and their work on all these games. It's not always easy. Don't know if you can see above Totino Grace there on the stairs. We've got some of the East hockey players, certainly wishing them the very best in their season this year as well. They're here to take on the game a little bit. I'm sure they've got some action this weekend as well. They'll be cheering for them. Oh, Kirk. All right, Totino Grace is on the ice. Obviously, we'll be switching nets for the second period here. We'll be with you with puck drop and talk to you in a minute. Time to make sure you're all settled in for the second period. All right. All right. Guys. Getting ready for the face-off here for the second period. Or as my wife used to call them, a puck-off with a P. Goaltenders are in place. Starting lines are on the ice. Anyone is carrying on a conversation with the ref. I'm not sure exactly why. Nonetheless, we're ready to start our second period here. We'll see where we're at here. And we're off. Isaac gained the zone, left the puck. Totino Grace was able to break that up. Bockel finds a slippery spot on the ice here. Nice save to start the second period by Schreiber. Great right pad save. Totino Grace going to work from the corner. Mankato Scarlets trying to get the puck out of their zone here. Isaac does a very neat slippery move to almost get out of the zone, but Totino Grace is able to keep it back in. We're able to clear the zone. Isaac's able to chip that out. And the Scarlets go to work trying to get the puck down in Totino Grace's end. Bockel collects the puck, gets a pass up to Allman, who's pinched off. Jacoby does a great job of just getting the puck back to the defense. Jacoby's got the puck again. Ref calls that for icing. I thought maybe Isaac had gotten the puck, but maybe not. Nonetheless, it's icing. And we'll have a face-off down in the Scarlets zone just to the right of Mason Schreiber. Some great music today by Nikki Clarkseen, the DJ. Puck is won back by the Scarlets. Battle on the sideboard by Brody Cox, who's immediately harassed. Gets the puck over to Carson Barelgi, his old neighbor. And the Scarlets go on the forecheck. Brody's able to interrupt that. We're able to keep this in. Jaden Ready does a great job. But unfortunately, it squirts out. Jaden sticks with it, and unfortunately, he's going to get called for a penalty here. Gets called for a trip is what they're calling it. So the Scarlets go on the penalty kill. Face-off is just to the left of Mason Schreiber here. Totino Grace will look to set up their power play here. We've got Isaac Allman and Braden Keach, two seniors. On the penalty kill here, our defensemen include Backel and Grady Schmidt. And of course, the most important one out there for your penalty kill is your goalie, who's done a great job. That's a high stick. They didn't call it because we were able to gather that in. Good news is they had that called, so we were going to be okay there either way. Totino Grace will recollect themselves, get ready to wind up their power play and see what they can create this time, with the Scarlets, of course, hoping to frustrate them. Almost sent out by Allman, but Totino Grace rather able to collect that. Isaac should be able to get this one out. Hopefully he's being pestered and hooked. They've got a penalty. Totino Grace will get that. Got a pretty good look with that one on the camera where we could see where that happened. Happened right in front of us here. I'm sure the Totino Place player, he doesn't like it at all. But again, you can hear the fans a little tired of them talking to the ref about the penalties. It happened right in front of our parents here, so we all had a pretty good view of where his stick went. So 4-on-4 here. Got a minute left on the Jaden Ready penalty and 2 minutes number 9. Huh. Weird. Don't usually like to call out players, but that's obviously just been a part of his play, and he's just a good, aggressive, hard-nosed player. Kopitar gains his own. Tries to send it to Backel, who is tackled. And then hit again with the puck nowhere near him. Not sure what that was, and we've got an offside zone here on Totino Grace. Backel doesn't like that, nor do any of the Scarlet fans, but the ref didn't call it, so... Offsides, face-off just outside the Scarlet zone. We'll have Keach, Allman, Backel, and Schmidt for the Scarlets. A little extra ice out there without one player from each side. Gives everybody a little bit of plan, a little bit of space to play, a little more time maybe. Be creative. Allman takes the puck off nicely off the boards after Braden Keach does a great job of getting him the puck. Allman goes to shoot, blocked partially, just goes over to the net. Scarlets will start their power play here. 1 minute left on the penalty to Totino Grace's number 9. Totino Grace clears it down to Mason Schreiber, who thinks about sending the puck, but passes it to Jaden Ready. West will look to wind up their power play. Goes in between Jaden's feet and hits the ref, and that was almost a disaster. Folks, I don't know if you saw that, but that hit the ref and was 8 inches away from going into the net. Just to the side. That would have been an absolute disaster, and I know the ref would have felt horrible about that. That is never their goal, and now our other goalie took a puck in the box. I don't know if you could see that on the play, but that puck went into our own bench, and our backup goalie, Blake, took it. Seems to be none for the worse for wear. Fortunately, a good thing that he's wearing his glove and blocker. I think they're chuckling a little down there, so that's a good sign. Power play unit out. We've got 22 seconds left on the power play. Isaac gives chase. Buckle gets it in. Peach will now. Nice job. Nicely done by Almond, using his soccer skills again. Keeps the puck in, gives himself an opportunity. Shot on net. The net's off. You could hear that go off by the goalie. 2 seconds left, so we'll get a face-off, and then we'll have to be paying attention. If they get control of that puck for Totino Grace, we know that they're going to be trying to send the puck quickly back our way. Face-off here, won by the Scarlets. Totino is full strength. Oh, dangerous play, bounces across the goal mouth. Nice save by the Totino Grace goaltender. Totino Grace coming down now. 3-on-2. Errant pass. We've got numbers going the other way here. Isaac Allman has Braden. Keach almost gets it there, but then is interrupted and intercepted by Totino Grace. Brady Schmidt holds the puck in. Now Totino Grace is able to break out and gets a shot wide and high of Mason Schreiber. Puck goes into the crowd here and will be nicely thrown back in probably by John Starkey. Thank you. Starkey's getting to practice a little early with the chuck-a-puck here after the second period. Set for a face-off here. Just to the right of Mason Schreiber. My time is way off here. Ricky Enter, great play on defense, putting pressure on. Brody's trying to follow up, gets it back to Ricky. 18 is able to escape their forecheck. Given chase quickly by Dorzik and Brody Cox. Puck bounces to 21 of Totino Grace, who gets a shot on Mason, who wisely just settles the puck down here. I'm getting the clock back somewhere to the right time here. I apologize for that, folks. Certainly appreciate Mark Allman's expertise as we do this. 11:31 left in the second period. Face off to the right of Mason Schreiber, senior goaltender, Mankato West Scarlets. Bounces to the middle. Ricky is able to get that puck out to the blue line. They are able to hold it. Jaden Reddy gives chase. Keaton Dorzik's there to help him. D-to-D pass for Totino Grace, tipped in by 19. Nice play. Way to stay with it. We'll draw a penalty here, unfortunately. Carson will get a penalty for roughing, it looks like the signal is. So, with 11 minutes and 7 seconds left in the second period, okay, let's be on the penalty kill here. Got the clock set here. We're ready to go for the puck drop. Isaac Allman does a great job getting out to defenseman, so all he can do is throw that back in the corner. D-to-D. Totino Grace, they've got 8, trying to center the play. Throw, dangerous pass in front. Goal, appeared to be short side on Mason Schreiber. Slap shot from right. Oh, gosh. Just inside the circle. Just outside the circle, but just at the top of the circle. So, Totino Grace. It's 3-1, 10:49 to go here in the second period. Joey Matson battles hard and wins the faceoff. Does a great job there, Joe. Certainly a gentleman that is defined by his hard work. He's an honest, hard-working hockey player. Love that kid. 3-on-1 now here develops for Totino Grace. Shot over the net. Always love when the other team shoots over the net. This goaltender's, well, second best friend. We'll count the post as the goalie's best friend. Great job forechecking. Dane's able to get the puck back into the corner here. Starkey forechecks. Bacco does a great job sending him up the blue line. West continues to battle. Bacco's working hard here. He gets a goal! He scores! From the blue line, he steps in. You gotta love to see that from your defenseman. What a great play. Great forecheck by that entire line, the entire shift. It's absolutely spectacular to see. What confidence and poise. He held the puck well, protected it well, and was able to bury it at the end. Way to finish. Great answer. Just under 10 minutes left in the second period here. Face off at center. Puck's back down in the Totino Grace zone. Scarlett's back on the forecheck. Brody and Keaton Dorzek in the corner. Battling for the puck. Totino Grace is able to get that out. Bounces off of Jaden Reddy's stick right to the Totino Grace player. Dangerous pass across the goal mouth. Able to stay out. Number 11 will have that behind the net to 10. It bounces over his stick. Assists to that were Joe Matson and Grady Schmidt, if I heard correctly here. Brody tries to clear the zone, but it's held in. Shot on net. Mason bounces that way up in the air, and that's a hook. They've got it called. They've got it called. It's all good. Hopefully we'll be able to get an extra attacker on here as Ricky regathers his stick after almost being clotheslined. Delayed penalty here. The net empty for West. Mason will get back in the net. 8:34 left in the second period. Totino Grace will go in the penalty box for a hook that I think the person in the north rink could have been able to call. He got his money's worth out of that one, folks. And I guess my thought is if you're going to get called for a penalty, you might as well make sure that everybody knows it was a penalty. So, West will look to try to even up the score here on the power play. Totino Grace off the faceoff is able to clear the puck. Isaac and 11 are exchanging pleasantries after 11 grabbed onto Isaac's stick. Bacco gets the puck down into the corner, out to Grady Schmidt, back to Bacco. Shot blocked in front, dangerous place, battle for the net. It gets thrown down. Braden Keech gets absolutely thrown down by 19. Calmer heads prevail, 18, not 19. If that's not a penalty for Totino Grace, they are running the risk of losing control of this game. No call. 8:05 left. Minute 32 left in the power play here. The West bench is looking for a little clarification on why that wasn't a roughing call after we got our call for roughing. Apparently, they've answered. They just disagree and certainly respect their opinion. Hopefully, the game stays relatively clean and a well-played game here as it has been so far. Grady Schmidt does a nice job catching that puck out of the air. Pass from Jacoby. Oh, Dorsey was sitting on the back door. He was ready. Here's a shot on net. Oh, dangerous, dangerous. Nice save by the goalie to hold that on. He was screened, and I'm not even sure how he saw that, but great save by the goalie. That was a very dangerous shot with eyes. Face off here. Just over a minute left in the power play for the Scarlets. Look at this setup. Oh, it hits a skate in front. Dorzik again was just a foot or two away from having a good opportunity. Grady Schmidt will look to reset the power play. A little too far for Brody. Cox. That will probably be icing, but no, it's not. They're able to stop it. Brody's able to battle with him in the corner. Puck goes to the far side. Totino Grace will look to clear here. Folks, that was a shot basically from the red line to about 10 feet up on the glass. That barely stayed in the rink. That's pretty impressive. Jacoby Tosh gains his own. Brody's down low for the puck. It'll go to the other side. Rabaka will sit. The ref almost gets in the way. Coxey has it behind the net. Gets that puck out to Grady Schmidt. Shot is tipped and over the net. Jacoby will look to regather it. Gets the puck back down into the corner here, our near corner. Dorzik works to get to the corner. Gets tied up, and Totino Grace is able to clear it. They've got about 3 seconds left in the power play here. So the Eagles are back to full strength now. 6 minutes, 25 seconds left in the second period. Puck is deflected up nicely by Isaac. Well done, Isaac. He battles for the puck. Braden Keach with a great forecheck. Nicely done. Rick Inter gets it back to Braden, tries to get it out to Jaden Reddy. Braden Keach shoots the puck. And it's in. He scores. That puck had eyes. It sneaks by the Totino Grace goaltender. I don't think he saw that, and I can't say I'd blame him because I even lost track of the puck as well. It'll be 3-3 here. Just under 6 minutes left. We'll have to ask the boys how that one got in because I did not see how that got in. We'll have Braden Keach, Jacoby Tosh, and Isaac Ullman out for the faceoff here. Defense, we've got Carson Barelgi and Jaden Reddy. Carson gets a puck in the corner. That goal is credited to Isaac Ullman with an assist from Braden Keach. They continue their great play. Ricky Inter gets the second assist. Puck is up high, bounces down. Isaac's going to give chase here. No icing. Isaac continues to battle for the puck. He's playing really well here. The Eagles gain the zone. Dangerous spot to shoot. Mason Schreiber got bumped into there. Seems to be okay. West gains the red line, is able to get the puck around. Ricky Inter is going to pick the puck up on the boards. Snuck by. Keaton Dorzek gives chase. Brody Cox is going to have to kind of reset here a little bit. Gets the zone, continues to battle. He loses his stick, but comes right back to him. Keaton Dorzek does a great job of just separating the man from the puck. Absolutely perfect. We'll go D to D. And then, whoa, that was dangerous. And Mason Shriver decided, let's settle this down and think about this for a minute. Nicely done. And again, I forgot the clock. Sitting at 4:33 left. Face-off should be right to the right side of Mason. 4:33 left in the second period. Score is 3-3. My best to try and keep the clock right here for us all so we have an idea of where we're at in the situation. Mason Shriver with a great shoulder save. Another great save by Mason. Great scramble. Way to go, Shriver. Way to go, Shrubby. West is scrambling here a little bit. We had two guys go out to the same defenseman. Get ourselves reset here in the defensive zone. Take care of our responsibilities. Great blocker save by Shriver. Totino Grace is able to hold the zone. Oh, that was outside. There we go. Whew. 3 was like, shoot, he thought he did it, but it just snuck out on him. We'll take that. We'll be able to get a change here. Face off here, Isaac Ullman, Braden Keach, and Jacoby Tosh with Jaden ready. And looks like Carson Brelge. Braden loses the wheel. The puck is just flipped up into the net. By the Eagles, so that face-off, I think is going to go outside the zone, it looks like. Yeah, that's what the refs are saying, so. The Eagles, of course, don't like it. The refs say that's where we're facing off. And that's where the face-off is. Of course, I screwed up the clock within a minute, so we're looking at 3:15 left in the second period here. Jaden ready, looks to get the puck out. Does a nice job ducking through, gets it all the way through center ice. Sneaks under Jacoby's foot. Braden Keach stops the puck, absorbs a check. Jacoby is able to go through, gain the zone, break into the front of the net. Gets a nice shot off end from a close range. Isaac Ullman regathers from the corner. Fans on it a little bit, able to still hold his own and knock the puck back. Bacco will take a minute here and just recollect. Keach jumps the puck deep in the corner. We'll get a change. Keaton Dorzik and Brody Cox are out. They'll blow that as icing. We'll have a face-off just to the right of the Eagles goaltender. .229 left in the second period. I guess I guessed a little wrong when I stopped the clock earlier. All right. I think Totino Grace was not happy with that being waved off, but nonetheless, it's called icing. Here we go with the face-off down in the Eagles zone. Dorzik battles for the puck. They won it for a second, but then Brody got bumped off of it. Brody's foot hits it, goes for a shot, just bounces over. Brody does a somersault after that. Puck is held in briefly. Totino Grace almost regathers it. Keaton Dorzik settles the puck down, goes behind the net. And unfortunately, they're able to pitch him off and shoot, that beat Mason Shriver just high to the blocker side as they came off the half wall. So Totino Grace with just under 2 minutes left. Bounces the puck up to, bounces it back up, bounces the puck in over Mason, and scores now 3-4 in favor of the Eagles. The face-off at the center ice here. Braden Keach will line up. I think Allman is tackled. Apparently that's okay. The puck hits the ref again. All I can say is ouch. Jacoby does a great job of wrestling and tying up 21. Is able to get the puck away. We'll regather. Jacoby continues to battle for it. Jaden Reddy comes to help. Isaac Allman comes in, scoops the puck out. Gets harassed. Gains the zone. Keach is able to hold it in momentarily there. Now gets it in deep. It'll get below the dots. And Isaac Allman is out there battling for it. Puck comes across. Braden Keach has the puck again. Does a great job to get a pass over to Isaac. Across the rink. Beautiful pass. Isaac, stick handling in a closet here. Does a great job gaining the back of the zone. Unfortunately, the puck slips through the slot, and we will regather ourselves out here just at the top of our own end. Brooks Bockel has the puck again. He has a hot hand. He tried to fake the player out. Brody's able to get the puck back to him. Forecheck again by Brody. And now we've got a breakaway coming here the other way. What a save by Mason. That's what we needed exactly. We've got 30 seconds left. Great job by Mason to stand in there and help out here. Great save. Ricky's battling. Gets the puck over to Keaton Dorzik. Gets the puck over to Ricky and just misses it with his foot. Just under his skate. Brody bumps the player. They'll get the puck deep again. Going back on the forecheck here with just under 10 seconds left. Puck is deflected out of play. I think that was Ricky that did that. It was a really smart play. The Eagles were trying to counterattack and had a guy there. So great play by Ricky. Puck is just outside the Eagles' zone. Keach goes ahead, starts. It's knocked down, and second period will be done. The refs separate the players. Fortunately, no extracurricular activities here. I think most of you are familiar with our tradition here of Chuck a Puck, which help raises money for the West hockey team. The three closest pucks get to get some nice door prizes. The Schreiber family has been doing that now for several years and really appreciate all their work with that. So far, so good. So far. As Allman was just checking on me, which I greatly appreciate. I'll broadcast just a little bit here as we go through the Chuck a Puck. But after that, it'll be time to definitely grab a bite to eat, grab something to drink, take a restroom break, write someone a thank you note, do some Amazon shopping, whatever it is you need to do in between periods. All right, shots on goal. That period, Scarlet's got 4. And there were 14 by the Eagles for a total of 24. Mason's been busy. Harder. I don't think I won any on that one unless somebody bumped me in. That last one went almost all the way across the ice, unfortunately. Oh, it's getting bounced around a little. All right, folks. We'll see how Chuckabuck goes. I'll go help to clean up a little bit, and everybody can take a break here. We'll see you for the third period shortly. So, great. So third place was Andy Heddlestead. Second place, I didn't catch the last name, was a gentleman named Graham. And just out of kind of uniqueness, first place was Chris Schreiber, thrown by Angie. So exciting for them. We'll be back on here when the Zamboni's done. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Zamboni is off the ice. Again, certainly thank Mark and Liz Allman and their family for this putting this broadcast on, having the equipment. Please like, follow, share, tell your friends, tell your families, tell your pet if you need to. Mark, so a mystery has been solved. Liz did not win the chuck-a-puck, and we found out why. I will tattle on her. She forgot to throw him. She got distracted by having to help me, so I'll take the blame on that one. But now that does solve a question that I had, is how Liz didn't win, because typically she is extraordinarily good at this. So, all right, we're getting back for the third period. Score is 3 for the Scarlets and 4 for the Eagles. Just making sure I've got the time set right. Mark has it all set to go. Making sure I've got the right period. Wonder what the over-under is on me being halfway right on the time. Teams have taken the ice. Zamboni's door is closed. We'll see where we go here. So lots of great back and forth play. Eagles have certainly outshot the Scarlets. The total is, that is actually right. It is 9 shots to 24, so almost a 3-1 margin here. Something you don't often see for those of you that follow hockey a lot. You normally don't stretch on the other team's half of the ice, but Scarlets don't seem to be too excited about him infringing onto their neutral ice area. There are some unwritten rules of hockey, and that's one of them. Scarlets already, we have the puck in play. That was, I don't know if you could see that on the video, but that was a almost an Odell Beckham Jr. catch by the referee. I think he's the one that has the moves too, so got good hands and good feet. Almost getting ready for the third period face-off. Wes will be traveling from right to left on your screen. Device, whatever it is you're using to watch today's broadcast. And here we go. Eagles get the puck, get that deep into the zone after getting the red line. Mason Schreiber rings the puck nicely. Shot almost on, blocked and deflected just wide. Grady Schmidt and Jacoby Tosh battling for the puck in the corner with 2 of the Eagles players. Braden Keach does a nice job getting the puck past, but with the fresh ice here, that'll travel the distance. We'll have another face-off. That'll be down in the Scarlet zone just to the right of our senior goaltender, Mason Schreiber. Okay, if I keep it within 10 seconds, I'm going to count that as close. 28 seconds into the third period. Face-off won by the Eagles. Puck's battled for in the corner. Brody's able to get the puck out. Center ice. Neutral ice. We will regather the puck with Jaden Reddy on D. Goes D to D over to Grady Schmidt. He sends the puck down. Tipped in by Ricky Enter. Kept in by Dorzik and Cox. They battle for it, and it bounces into the Eagles' net. Not net, I'm sorry. I could only hope for the net. Into their bench. No harm, no foul. There'll be a face-off here. Just outside the Eagles' zone, or just inside the Eagles' zone, I guess. All the way down in the Eagles' zone. More than I would hope for. The Schmidt and Schreiber family are manning the penalty box today. We certainly appreciate that as well. Face-off is won by the Eagles behind the net. Kopitas is in to put a forecheck on. Carson Brelgi seals off that wing along the sideboards. Isaac Allman gives chase. Kopitas tries to seal off as well. Jayden Reddy nicely grabs the puck, but unfortunately bounces right to the Eagles player. Number 9 and Bockel. Battle for the puck. Bockel's still working on him. 9 is working on him too. Sorry, that's not Bockel, that's Brelgi. That takes a funny bounce on the Eagles player. As a friendly board bounce, we'll see if Peach can score. Oh! Isaac does a great job driving to the net. Puck is up in the air. Joey Matson's able to get it in, but will be blown off sides, unfortunately. Great play by Joey. That's the worst place in the world almost for a player to have to look. Literally directly above your head. And it was like the puck wanted to hang up there for several seconds. So Joey will take the face-off here, just outside the Eagles' defensive zone. Hopefully Scarlets can get the puck in the offensive zone here and put some pressure on. See if we can test that goaltender. There's a shot on net. Eagles goaltender saves that. Getting the clock set correct here again. 14:50 left in the third. Nice pass out. Mason Schreiber's out. Breaks his net. Oh my goodness. I've not seen that for a very, very long time, folks. The poor goaltender didn't do anything other than just try to shoot the puck, and it snapped on before he could even hit the puck. It just snapped right at the shaft. Players try to get it to him. I don't know that they recognize that it's broken, but he makes a great glove save without a stick. Good recover, Mason. Great work. Still got the puck. Well, folks, some fun things to see today. And now, this goes to show how often the goalie breaks their stick. It's up in the locker room right now, folks. So they're going to grab that, to go to the equipment room, grab his stick. My sincere sympathies to the Schreiber family on a broken stick. I don't know what goaltender stick costs, but I'm pretty sure that's not real cheap. Maybe he can put his winnings on Chuck a Puck for it. I'm sure that will help offset it, at least make him laugh a little, hopefully. Sorry, guys. All right, we're sitting at 14:13 left. I'm going to pause the clock here for 45 seconds or more. Puck is in the Scarlet zone. Shot on net. Just wide. Net's off. Try and get the clock set right here. Just over 14 minutes left. Net was off. Got the whistle. Let me regather myself. Ricky's able to get the puck out. Passes up to Cox. Misses it at the blue line a little bit. Bounce off his stick. Keaton does a great job of holding it in briefly, but the Eagles are able to regroup, get a 3-on-2 the other way, and almost get a shot on net. Dorzik carries the puck through the center ice, through the neutral zone. Works on getting around the Totino Grace defender. Battles for the puck nicely. Ricky Inter does a great job holding that puck in, bouncing off the, batting it out of the air, and Totino Grace will send it down, wanting no more of this pressure. Mason Schreiber checks out his stick a little bit. Make sure it's okay. It's good to go, it looks like. Yeah, my attention. Poor Mason has had a couple of just weird plays. One off the ref, and then that broken stick. And I think between the two of them, I don't know that the puck missed going in the goal by 2 feet. Face-off is gone. Eagles carry it to the center ice to the neutral zone. Nicely done by Bockel. A nice flip. Almost all the way down. They're going to wave off the icing. Didn't think the Eagle player was skating as hard as he could to get that, so they'll wave that off. Scarlett's able to hold it in here. Bockel does a great job. Gets the puck deep. Jacoby seals the end boards. The puck is sent deeper into the zone. Isaac Ullman will work from there. Gets the puck out to Bockel, who gets the puck back down in the other corner. Just wisely gets that puck back down into the deep within the Eagles zone. Eagles are breaking out here. We're caught on a defensive change, but Jaden Reddy does a nice job. Nice footwork, Jaden. Great work. Stymies that 2-on-1. Blocker save by Mason Schreiber. The Eagles are holding it in our zone here. Lots of pressure. Try and get the puck back. Oh, sorry about that, folks. I was trying to get the clock right. Isaac had a great play. Was almost able to get that in on the short side. Puck will come across. Jaden Reddy was waiting for reinforcements here as the Scarlets went for a change. Great blocker save by Schreiber. You got a good look at that on the camera there. Adelstead will carry the puck through the neutral zone. Get it deep into the corner and then go to work here. Forechecking, trying to create an opportunity. Starkey does a great job battling with the guy. Guy takes a push at him. Starkey skates away. The Eagles are able to bump the puck just enough to avoid the icing. Schreiber moves the puck up. Eagles hold his own. Folks, I don't know what to say about that play. That was a great play by the Eagles, followed by a slightly better save by Schreiber. That was just great hockey by both teams. Great creative pass by the Eagles. Great save by Mason Schreiber to stick with the puck. Dorzik collects the puck, gains his own. He has numbers in front. Gets it into the net. Puck sitting there at front. They're able to cover it there. You can see it just for a minute at their feet. Great opportunity. Great job by Keaton getting the puck to the net, and great job by Inter and Cox making sure that goaltender was on his toes. They were there to clean up anything else that happened. We're sitting at 10:29 left in the third period. Scarlets are down 4-3. I continue to struggle with the clock. So what else is new? Eagles ring the boards, try to get the puck out. And again, here's their player way high. Mason with another great save. That's two amazing saves in a row. One, both of them point blank range. Both of them just great pad saves. Ricky touches the puck, avoids the icing. Go to work on the forecheck. Hits Cox in the skates. Ricky gets tripped. They're not going to like that. Cox tries to congratulate Enter and makes Enter drop his stick. And again, he's talking to the ref about it, and I can understand that. I honestly, not that you can judge intent, but I don't think he meant to, but it did, and it got called by the ref. So, nothing that I would consider even remotely dirty, just one of those things. He kind of was in the wrong place at the wrong time. Scarlett set up the power play. Great pass. Oh, nicely done. Great pass across, just didn't quite connect. And then Grady Schmidt did a great job holding the puck in. Sitting here with 9 minutes and 37 seconds left. Hold on 1 second here, folks. I've got to get the power here. Shot by Grady Schmidt. Sorry for that, folks. We're just working on the power. We'll try and hold on here. There's about 20 seconds left of the power play here. West is looking to wind up the power play here, get some pressure. Isaac Allman skates up. It's puck poke checked away. Mason comes out. Stick does not break. Puck is played up. Eagles are full strength. Okay. Oh, no. I know. All right. No icing there. We hope for that. 17 seals the puck off. Deep. Another great save by Mason Schreiber. And unfortunately, they're able to find the back of the net on the third rebound. Mankato unable to clear that puck. It's got to be like... Another goal there, as you can see, unfortunately. That's... There we go. Oh. I don't want that light. There we go. Perfect. All right, folks. Sorry for a little bit of chaos there on our end. We had a battery alert come up. It is now 6-3 with 6:42 left in the game. And we'll try and get the play back in the box here. Still got a low power battery, a low power signal. Mason Schreiber with several great saves there. Temper starting to flare a little bit. That did it. Liz Ullman to the rescue. We get the battery to work. We're rolling well. We'll be able to stay with you here through the end of this, fortunately now. McIntyre doesn't have the puck, takes a hit. That gets the Eagles bench excited. But Ricky is one tough nut to crack. He's right back up, battling with the same player. Keaton Dorzik gets the puck. They gain the zone. Great hard work by Ricky. Dorzik gets the puck back. Shots blocked. Cox almost gets to it. Ricky, that's Dorzik, sorry. Dorzik gives chase. Turn to the other way with great back checking. Just to the wide right of Mason. Ricky's working hard. Ricky's working hard here, folks. Look at him. He battled the puck, got all the way out, and then took a shot in the back for his efforts. Again, I don't know how he makes that save. That was absolutely outstanding. I know the scoreboard doesn't show it, but Mason standing on his head. We're sitting with just under 5 minutes left. 4:56, there'll be a face-off to the left of senior goalie Mason Schreiber. Refs are encouraging the players to mind their P's and Q's on the face-off. Clock is correct now. Scarlets will work on trying to get the puck out. Jacoby battles for the puck nicely, screens for it. Hits the crossbar. Great play. Jacoby does a great job again of getting player. Player is able to grab and hold down Isaac Ullman. No call on that play. Just a little outside. 4:19 left in the third. We are looking at just under 4 minutes and 20 seconds left to play. Mankato Scarlets 3. Totino Grace 6. Face off just for the Eagles goaltender. Eagles player is caught up high and things are getting a little rough out there, folks. That could have been a penalty behind the play on 19. Ricky does a great job avoiding. Oh, and now we lost something here. This is not good. Coxey's trying to pull him out. Schmidt's trying to get away from it, but they've had 4 players come at him. I told you they were going to lose track of this. Now we're getting got some F-bombs from the Totino Grace bench, so hopefully you can't hear those, but we'll show you who's chirping over there. We'll see what the refs sort out with this. There's 3 minutes, 42 seconds left. There will be penalties on both sides, and no doubt about it. Well, Sean ready. We'll get an early shower. I would hope that there are several early showers on Totino Grace as well. Some of that was behind the play. I was trying to follow that with the play up ahead with the camera. And I don't know if I caught any of what happened behind. I'm kind of interested too, because my eyes were not exactly there either. This does make me smile a little bit. And see some Scarlet players and some Eagle players talking, and they appear to just be smiling and talking to each other. No harm, no foul there. They're actually exchanging pleasantries, which it's good to see. Hopefully, cooler heads can prevail. And again, we have both refs talking to Totino Grace. They seem to like to talk to the referee. So I don't have anything up on the penalty boards, up on the boards yet. Apparently the coach is satisfied with the answers he's now gotten from them. Refs are now talking. Can't quite see, it's just out of frame here. So we pause a little bit. Again, a huge thank you to Liz Ullman, who was able to get the battery pack working for us. You'd think with a degree in engineering, I'd be able to plug something in, but we've got it working now. All right, so we have after all that, they have two Totino Grace players that are being sent to the showers a little early, number 18 and number 10. I'd assume that would be for skating all the way across the ice to engage in fisticuffs. And now we've got one of them pointing over to the fans. That's true class. Just call it the way I see it. So after all of that, we have one player in the box. Two-minute penalty on 12. We'll wait for the announcements. Result of all that, with 3 minutes and 42 seconds left in the third period, is a power play for the Eagles. It's okay. We're able to clear the ice here. They'll look to wind up the power play, the Eagles will. So they gave the Totino Grace players game misconducts, and they gave Grady apparently a game misconduct and a 2-minute penalty for roughing. Apparently it was not ready that went up. It was 12. I misread the numbers. Best I can say is I've got new glasses on order. So we've got a minute. We've got 1 minute left in the penalty kill. And we'll see what the Scarlet's able to do after that here. Be nice if they could sneak a shorthanded one in. Puck goes around. Brelji gives chase. I'm sorry, that's Bockel. Brelji's out there as well. We've got Allman and Keach. Bockel and Brelji. Two seniors, a freshman, and a junior. Nice save by Mason. Most important goaltender. And again, one of the Eagles tries to go after Bockel and is encouraged by his teammates to maybe think a little bit better of his behavior. "20 seconds left in the power play for the Eagles. Score is still 3-6 in favor of the Eagles, unfortunately for us. Ricky gets the puck to the neutral zone. The Eagles immediately dump this back in. Ricky's very smart, taking advantage of this here, trying to stretch the ice a bit. Puck jumps his stick. Behind the net, player continues to battle with Bockel. Shot over the net. That'll be out into the neutral zone, but way back into the zone. Delayed offsides. The Eagles able to clear it. Eagle defenseman says he sees that in practice all the time. They counterattack, and the puck is defended up and over the net. We have 1 minute and 7 seconds left in this game. Defensemen for this are Brody Cox and Carson Brelji. Kind of fun to see that combination again. They haven't played together like this, I don't think, since they were Pee-wees. So that's good to see. Oh, cheers for a hit in the corner. Let's hope we get out of this one with no one getting hurt. Shriver doesn't want anything to do with it. Someone bumps into Brody. Brody skates away. 42 seconds left. Well, So oops, I got ahead of myself there. Face off, won by the Scarlets. Bockel touches the puck, tries to get that down further. Kipton Keach. There are two Keaches, in case you're curious. This is Kipton. He's the younger brother. Let's be honest, I'm not going to call anybody out here a little brother. They're all big if you've ever stood next to any of them. So Kipton's the younger brother. He's out on the ice. He's number 15. Got Jackson Zimmerman out there. Got Kurth out there, number 22. Less than a second. And this one's in the books. So Mankato West Scarlets come up short today. Final score is 6-3. We thank you for joining the broadcast. Hopefully it was fun for you. I did my best to stand in for the Honorable and Venerable Mark Allman. And it's truly a privilege. Again, we thank the Allmans for supporting our West Hockey Scarlet family with this. Their broadcasts always make a big difference. And we wish everybody the very best. By the way, just a little plug. I would say that this is completely sponsored by Liz Allman Photography. So if you want to search that on Facebook, probably not a bad idea. We just bought one of her pictures. Will be hanging and will be displayed tonight for the West Hockey Family Christmas party. Good to see you guys. Got the Burkmeyers coming by me. They're longtime West Hockey family parents. Came to watch the game tonight. Wish their family the very best. So wishing you all the very best. Have a very, very happy holidays. And we'll see you soon. Thanks so much.